Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've got storms that are working their way across the state right now. Granted, most of that's to the north, so we haven't seen that line extend southward towards the metro yet. And you can see what we have out there right now spans from around Hampton down to south of Webster City. And the northern edge of these storms, this area right here, has really started to weaken a little bit. Still likely quite a bit of lightning. We've got some heavy rain in there. The storms off on the southern edge of this, though, have strengthened a little bit over the last even 20 minutes or so. And we've got some areas you can see just to the south of Webster City there where we're seeing kind of an uptick in the wind speed. So one of the areas that we'll have to watch, again, not seeing anything too strong with winds, but our rotation tracker is picking up on even just a little bit of rotation there. So again, as this storm continues to evolve, of course, we will keep you posted with the latest, but still some decently heavy rain as we put this in motion here. This line continuing to shoot its way to the east, and that southern extent likely going to continue to be the strongest. What I've put up here is called Impact Tracker. Those areas in purple try to pick up on the hail cores that are within these storms. And when I'm saying those storms to the south are strengthening, you can literally see those cores growing within the storms. So these will likely continue to maintain themselves. They're on the southern edge of this line, not competing with those storms to the north for any of that energy, and they're not bumping into each other either. But that area in green, as that expands all the way down towards I-80, that's the spot we're going to have to watch for continued development of these storms as we head in towards the evening hours. So tracking that out, how this is going to evolve. Going to continue to see showers and thunderstorms fade to the east. And as we head through 8-9 p.m., that line's going to continue to grow southward. Now, as we get further to the south, the atmospheric component's just not as conducive for strong to severe storms. Not to say, though, we couldn't see an isolated strong to severe storm, just not going to become as likely as you get further to the south. Still, though, could see some showers, the potential for some thunderstorms as we make our way into the evening. By the overnight, though, a lot of these storms shift out of here and we clear out. End of the day on Friday, things aren't looking too bad. It's going to be hot, it's going to be humid, but we're not talking storms. And as far as how much rain you can expect, as we work our way through the day today and into tomorrow, there's some spots that can still pick up on a ½ an inch to around 3/4 of an inch of rain. So if you do have plans to head out to that street style open, well, again, 5 p.m. we had just a few clouds, chances for a stray shower or storm heading in towards the evening hours. Those will become a little bit more prevalent as we head through that 9 to 10 p.m. time frame. But more showers, more thunderstorms this weekend, not necessarily looking severe. Could see an isolated strong storm on Saturday. After that, look at the temperatures. We're dropping into fall as fall starts. Upper 60s Sunday and Monday with beautiful, beautiful weather as we head into next week.